Hey guys, check this out. I came out the door a minute ago to go to the garage. Happened to notice this little beauty sitting here beside my air conditioning unit. Sweet. Pretty good size too. Trying to see if I can find something to kind of give you an idea how big it is. This is the end of my Sharpie, so this will give you an idea how big that little guy is. He's about the size of a 50-cent piece, probably. Beautiful yellow color. Yeah, I figured some of you guys get a kick out of that. We'll be back with you guys here shortly from the garage. See ya. Hey guys. Sorry about the long time without a video. I've about got everything kind of cleared out here, so I can swing the car back over. Yeah. My ADD kicked in as usual. New addition to the shop. I'd watched Gary Turbo Cobra's videos where he had got a Grizzly milling machine. Well, I was so envious, I ordered me one. I picked it up today and put it in the back of the truck. I just got unloaded it yet. I've not even uncrated it yet. It's on the pallet. I just got done sliding it out of the back of the truck in here. That thing's heavy. It's like nearly 400 pounds. The base unit was sitting in a box on top of it with shrink wrap. So far it doesn't look like it's been damaged. From what I saw on some of the other guys when they had purchased them, they'd had issues with the shipping company bending them all up. This one was packed really well sitting on top of the crate, and it didn't appear to have any damage. I've not even popped the crate open yet, so I just thought I'd let you guys know what's going on, and I'll bring y'all back when I get this beast unboxed and kind of show you what it is. I'll see you in a few. Take care. Well, I have to give them one thing. They sure had that thing packaged up well. Nails, screws, staples. They definitely didn't intend for it to receive any impact. It's bolted down to the pallet, and then all four sides were nailed, screwed, and stapled together. Then the lid was on the top of it with these metal tabs going down through a track which holds everything in place. Very securely packaged. I don't see any obvious damage or anything. Well, to the mill anyway. This is kind of what happens when you pinch the end of your hand between the hammer and the pry bar when you're driving it down through there to get the staples out. So don't do that. It ought to be a good machine. I'll give it some blood. So anyway, I'm going to finish getting this thing unpacked, get the base unpacked and get it assembled. Then I got to pull the engine hoist out of the back corner over there, hoist the mill back up on top of the stand here, get it all put together. But I'll bring you guys back here in a few minutes when I get everything kind of assembled. So I'll see you in a few. Take care. Hey guys, I finally got this thing pretty well assembled and set it where I'm going. I got it trammed in pretty close. It still may be a half a thousand or so off, but that's about as close as the little cheapy indicator gauge I've got goes. But I tried to test out in some wood a minute ago just to make sure I had everything else set up. It seemed to go pretty good. So this is my first cut in aluminum. Now I've got a 1/4 inch end mill in here, and I'm just going through some of this thin aluminum stock. I don't have anything else on hand right now to test it out on, but I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride, so hope for no crashes. Well, here we go. Alright, now we're going to drop it down some more and come back for another pass. Oh, got to unlock the Gibbs first. Hang on. Okay, we're going to bring it back. And I'm going to drop it down the rest of the way for the final pass. That should do it right there. Perfect. Looks like it's making good shavings. Those end mills are just some cheapies that I got off of eBay. The vise and everything I got from Grizzly, where I ordered the mill from. Got it put on there and squared up pretty close. It could probably have stood to go a little bit faster, but that's as fast as this machine operates in its current configuration. But I am going to do the belt and pulley upgrade as opposed to the plastic gears and stuff, kind of like Turbo Cobra Gary did with his. But that may be another month or two down the road once I get some more money saved up. It's pretty well depleted my cash flow buying this thing. But anyway, that's kind of what's going on here, and I'll bring you guys back here in just a minute and let you see what else is going on in the shop. Now, some of you may know, this is the other project car I've got sitting up here waiting on me. I had a neighbor come by the other day and expressed an interest in this car, and I asked myself if I truthfully thought I would be able to get the Mustang done, sorry about the light, and still have time, money available to do this the justice it deserves. And unfortunately, I think the answer is no. When I parked it here, it ran. It needed a little bit of work on the transmission. Of course, needed body work, front fender, sanded, painted. I've got a whole nother pretty much car. A guy gave me a Firebird for the scrap metal value, and I peeled all the panels off. I've got a hood, another deck lid, fenders, 2 doors, all the interior. This thing is sitting here and it's rotting down before my eyes, and I hate to sit here and be one of those guys that says, no, someday I'll fix it. Next thing you know, this thing turns into a pile of rust that nobody wouldn't have. So I'm going to try and get this thing started up, see if the tires will still hold air. Like I said, it ran when I parked it up here. I really wanted to try and fix this up, but you know, you don't have enough time, you don't have enough resources, and I'm pretty sure this guy's going to take it and fix it up. So I've been out here trying to mess with it a little bit today between this and putting the mill together. Of course, I've got tons of debris and stuff I got to clean off of it. I'm going to hook up a fuel cell. The gas tank was pretty much empty whenever I drove it up here. I drove it till it was out of gas, and see if I can get some fuel primed up to the carburetor and see if I can get this thing to start. And if I can, and get it to where it holds air, I think I'm going to sell it to that guy. You know, with the caveat that, you know, if he gets it running and he gets it fixed up, I'd like to see it after he's done with it. But I don't have enough time and enough money available to do this thing justice. The body's pretty straight. Like I said, I've got the driver's side fender. It's over here beside the garage now. A little bit of body work here or there, you know. But the T-tops and stuff didn't leak. At least it hasn't so far. But the interior is pretty ragged. I got another set of seats and stuff to go for it. Another whole interior pretty much out of that other car. So I think I'm going to make him a screaming deal on this thing and get a little capital to push back into my Mustang and send this thing down the road so somebody else has something that they can make look nice and free this one up for somebody. So with that, I'll bring you guys back here in a few minutes and show you what else is going on. Take care. And of course, I've been dealing with the twins here. Actually, this is 2 of 3. My uncle has one currently that he drives. It's in much better shape. We picked these 2 up a while back. I think you guys saw that in a previous video. We're using this one for parts, and this one actually runs. We've been doing a little bit of engine work. We did some work on this door. The upper door hinge had peeled loose out of the A-pillar here, and we had to take the fender off and weld the inserts back into the fender to put the door and stuff back on. That was kind of an ordeal. But before every time you'd open the door, it'd about come off in your hand. You're probably not going to be able to see down there. It's too dark. But that hinge was kind of fun to deal with. You got to take the door and everything off to get to it. We kind of cleaned the insides up some. These things are getting relatively hard to find, at least around here. I guess people used them up, abused them, and then once they finally rust out and they're beat up and done enough, they just take them to the scrap yard. But this one runs pretty good. It's a 5-speed, little 4-cylinder engine in it. He had some issues with the engine too. The thing ran good. He drove it back from where we purchased it at, but we heard something scrubbing. I'm not sure if you can see this or not, but evidently these things are kind of notorious for eating the timing chain cover or timing belt cover. But this one was kind of exaggerated by the power steering pump sits underneath the AC compressor here, and when we went to tighten the AC belt up because it looked like it was flopping, this whole assembly, the AC compressor mounts on top of the power steering pump, and that bracket bolts to the side of the engine block. The whole thing only had one bolt in it, and it was flopping back and forth, so we took the AC compressor off. Of course, I'm not sure if you can see it or not, the bearings in it are toast. So we just went and got a power steering only belt for this thing, put everything back the way it goes. And I had to order a timing chain cover. I keep saying timing chain, it's a timing belt, off of eBay because that's the only place you can find one of these. So we also got a new timing belt to go on it. I'm going to finish pulling the other power steering and the water pump alternator belt off, change that cover out, which is pretty straightforward. Then put everything back together, and he can start driving this puppy around quite often. Runs real good, like I said, but we kept hearing a whining noise, and it was that belt chewing into that front cover. So whenever I get ready to do the swap out on that thing, I'll bring you guys along and show you. But overall, it ain't a bad little vehicle for what he gave for the two of them. And he's driving the third one right now, so I guess he's just got a spare. But anyway, I've been working on trying to clear up some of the stuff around here, and I've got kind of a dent made in it, but I've still got to make a run to the landfill and get rid of some stuff. It just seems like it never ends, doesn't it? And like I was showing in the previous part of this video, my ADD kicked in. I saw that mill that Turbo Cobra Gary had, and I got quite a few parts on this thing to do with the rear suspension. I'm going to have to machine some wedges and some angles to mount this thing. And I got to thinking, well, you know, for what machine work and stuff goes for nowadays, plus that's always something that's interested me greatly. You know, I got this thing. And at some point in the future, I am going to do the belt upgrade on it, and I've even considered doing the CNC conversion on it, but that's probably going to be a while. I've got to start putting some money and attention back into this. Like I said, I started cleaning the garage up, and then I got the mill in Friday. Today's Sunday. Got that thing unboxed, and now I got all that debris and stuff to move around, and of course I had to relocate all this stuff in order to get the mill fit in there where I wanted to put it. So 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, as the saying goes. But anyway, that's kind of what's going on around here. Hope all you guys are doing okay. It was great seeing Matthew and his family, Bucks Wood Shop, when they come up, was it last week? And come to see me. That was awesome. Anytime I get to meet any of you guys in person, it's always fantastic. So that's kind of where we're at around here, trying to get everything back together, cleaned up, fixed up. Going to liberate that Firebird and let somebody else have their crack at it. I hate to hang on to stuff until it's absolutely no use to anybody. So at this point, I think I'll shut the video off, get a little bit of cleaning done, and try and upload this so you guys get something to watch. Take care. See you on the next one. I almost forgot. I got a mail call. Came in the mail Friday, and I just opened it up. These are some awesomely cool stickers from Rich at Mustang Connection. It's very nice. He sent me a couple of them with one of his business cards and a really nice note. Rich, thank you very much for the stickers. These things are super cool. I have got to get a board put together and put all my stickers up. I've got them in my shoe box that Tommy Shoe made and I won. Waiting for me to get a board made, and I've got to do that soon. I've got tons of awesome stickers, and they're all packaged away up inside of my box in there so they don't get damaged. But thank you again. Anybody that's not subscribed to him, you definitely need to go over and check out Mustang Connection 1. Awesome videos. Even if you're not into Mustangs, he's got some other great stuff on there, so swing by and check him out. Thanks again, Rich. I appreciate it, buddy. See ya.